Python, it provides us the very special data structure. This is a dictionary. What is a dictionary? The idea of dictionary is quite simple. It is the structure that you can access the data using the key. So in the dictionary, it will store the data like this: key 1, value 1, key 2, value 2, key 3, value 3. Okay, so this is the format of the dictionary. Okay, so I will keep it here to show you that this one is the format of the dictionary. And for example, this one is very simple. Look at this. If you store the data in a list, you can access using C and D. So you can access to the data here. So data 0 will be A, right? Yes. So data 1 is B, right? Okay. So now if I store it in the dictionary, for example, D is 1 to be the key, and A is the value of 1, and 2 is the key, and B is the value of key 2, and 3 is C, and 4 is D. If you want to access, you can access it using the same style as the list, that is, use the square bracket, and for example, you can access using the key 1. Can you see? This one is the key 1 is A, key 2 is B. Right. Okay. So in our example, for example, we have the data like this. So maybe we can store student dict is, the key is ID, the values is ID here, and quiz 1 is 8, quiz 2 is 8, quiz 3 is 8, 4, and quiz 4 is 10, and quiz 5 is 4. So this one is the student dict, and you see that if you want to access the ID of this data, you can provide a key ID and it will return the values. Same idea, you can access the quiz 1. This is 8. Quiz 2, also 8, right? Okay. Quiz 3 is 4. Okay. So in this case, if you want to store the data like 8, and you want to store the total, so this one is 34. Total score is 34. So you can add the another key using this style also. Total of student dict is 8 plus 8 plus 4 plus 10 plus 8 plus 4. So this one is the student dict. Total is 34. So we can access student dict total also. Okay. And in the dictionary, you can use various functions, like if you want to get all keys of the dict, you can use that keys function, and it will return the list of the key here. Or if you want to use the dot values, it will return the values. That is a list of the values Okay, so this is the list of the values or items. It will be a tuple of key and values, key and values, and key and values. So this one is the dictionary. So it's very easy that you can iterate through all items. For example, for item in student dict dot items print item. Can you see? We can iterate through all elements in the student dict dot items. Okay, we can use this very easy like this. You can create a dictionary using this. You can add a new key using this style of statement. Okay, and you can create an empty dictionary using very simple simple function. It's like, for example, sd is new dict. This is an empty dict. Okay, so I hope that you can get the idea. And now I'll store all data in the student score into the list of the dictionary. Okay, guys, let's see. For line in file, but the file is open score.csv. Okay, check. Okay, the file is still here. So file is open score.csv and all scores. This term is a dictionary. Is a list. It will be the list of the dictionary. So each line will be stored as a dictionary. Okay. So the ID is the first line. Sorry, ID is the first element. So and quiz 1, quiz 2, quiz 3, quiz 4, quiz 5 is line dot split using the comma. Okay, so I'll print all of them. And now you can use something like because this is a header, right? So you can skip the first one using file.readline. Read one line and don't store it. So you can throw the header away here using the readline function. Okay, and file.close. Now it is the way that we can iterate through all elements. I'll check just print the ID and quiz 1. I think it's enough to print all of them. So I think it's good. So now we check with the result, and I think now our program can work well. It already removed the first line using read line here. Throw the first line away, and here we store it like this. So this time we will store the data. We will store the data in all scores.append. But this time we will store the dictionary. This is ID is the ID, and quiz 1 is int of quiz 1. Okay, this is quiz 1 and store it in quiz 1 here. Okay, and quiz 2 int quiz 2, quiz 3 int quiz 3, and quiz 4 int quiz 4, and quiz 5 int quiz 5. Okay. So it means that we're trying to add a dictionary into this list. Okay. So we'll read it and show the first 10 elements here. Can you see? Okay. And I hope that you get the idea here. Okay. So we can iterate through our elements for element or for E in all scores. Print E in ID. Okay. And E of quiz 1. Okay. The advantage of using this style is you don't need to remember the location, the position of each data. You can refer to each data using the key name like ID or quiz 1 or quiz 2. This is much easier. Okay, so this is the first style that we can use the dictionary. In the next video clip, I'll show you how can we use another way of dictionary, and it's very useful also. We store the data, all scores here in our data, but this time we will not store in the list, but we will store all scores in the dictionary. Guys, see you in the next video clip.